Now, who is your number 5 right now? Because, Danny, it's been a while since we've discussed top 5.
Absolutely.
A lot has happened. Now, titles haven't changed hands, but a lot has happened. Give me your number 5.
Now, before I start, how many TNA guys make it on your list this week?
None, Danny. There's two. It's WrestleMania season. I don't have time for TNA's lockdown or whatever the fuck's going on.
See, because you're now, much like you flipped on WCW, you flipped on TNA at one point. You've been the TNA guy. You were anti-TNA when we started, and then you were all about it, and you loved it. You would, scold me if I didn't have TNA guys on my list, and if I didn't watch the knockout matches, and I mean, you were pro TNA, and now you seem to be straying away from that.
Danny, my number 5 is Wade Barrett. He's injured. He's not even wrestling for months, and he's still
better than everybody in TNA.
What do you have, Eric Young on your list? What is this?
I don't, but at number 5, I have James Storm. He's barely hanging in there because he's losing me right now.
That's okay, though, because, I mean, first of all, when the crowd was chanting "It's your time" on Impact, I almost vomited.
The stuff they were chanting, there's no way that they're happy with that.
Were they chanting "Fast Forward"? Because that's all I heard.
Essentially.
Okay, because that's what I was doing. I don't know what they were chanting. But, Danny, your number 5, first of all, my number 5 could beat up your number 5 any day. Because James Storm, I think the last match he won, he didn't even have one of his boots on. What a puss.
My number 5 is medically cleared to wrestle. So, there you go.
Well, my number 4 is CM Punk, and he's the WWE champion. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That low? Is it the storyline that he's involved in now? Because I would think you might find that a little relatable. Maybe you move him up a little bit.
It's a great storyline. He's great.
It's not a great storyline.
What are you talking about? Oh, the drunk. I don't count that because for that you're right. That's not why he's low. It's just because my 1 and 2 right now are just really good.
That's how he made it on your list at all.
That's so ridiculous. Number 4 is ridiculous. No, I'm glad I'm ridiculous. Danny, this feud's great. Number 4, CM Punk. He deserves it, man. Who's your number 4?
My number 4, a guy I was sure would be on your list, but since you said there's no TNA guys, I have turned the corner on this one.
Joe.
I'm very intrigued to see where this guy goes. You have a guess?
Samoa Joe.
No. Austin Aries.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's number 5.
He is. I was not sold on him before. I'm going to do that thing where I'm 6 months behind you as always, where you love a guy and you tell me how great he is, and I tell you that you're being ridiculous, but eventually I think they just happen to turn into great, and so then it looks like I'm agreeing with you, but he is great right now. I like the character. I like where he's going. I dig his matches. Like, I pay attention to Austin Aries now where I wasn't months ago.
Danny, right now, he's the only guy who, when I watch a match, I go, wow. Like, I can't believe he did that. Like, he just flipped out of that into a drop kick type of thing. Like, he's incredible. Very innovative, Danny. The only non-women's wrestler that I enjoy in TNA right now. She's fantastic. Number 3.
Yes.
Now, out of 5, Danny. Out of my top 5, number 3, Chris Jericho. This guy is so good. He's got the Lion Tamer. He's got the Code Breaker. His abs look incredible. He does DDP yoga. Danny, he's fantastic.
Wow. I mean, I could see the Jericho thing. I don't have Jericho on my list. I should. If anything, Jericho should probably be at least above James Storm. Like, he should push James Storm off the list. Great pick for yours.
I put Austin Aries on my list, so, I mean, you can go back and change one. I'll let you.
I'm going to leave Aries where he is at number 4. I'm going to put Jericho at number 5.
All right, that's fair. That's fair, Danny.
So James Storm, no longer on the list. I told you he was barely hanging on, and Jericho's kicked him off.
Well, you put him on there to piss me off. So, Danny, who's your number 3?
Number 3, Daniel Bryan. I started to turn sour on this character. I didn't like the I'm a vegan thing. I thought they were going to go heavy on that. They've pulled it back a little bit. I love the closet woman abuser that Daniel Bryan has become. It's just a subtle way, like, it's classy, just of cutting her down. And I love that she's just taking this, and you get the hint that he probably beats her behind the scenes.
So it's the savage Miss Elizabeth.
Absolutely. I mean, AJ's got a long way to go to be Elizabeth, but Daniel Bryan is definitely channeling a calmer, subtler version of Randy Savage in this.
Danny, give me your number 2 before I reveal him with the greatness.
My number 2 is still on the list, but I would almost say he's falling because he hasn't been as good as what he was, I would say, going all the way back to the summer, obviously, CM Punk.
Yeah, that you're just, I don't know why. That you're just stubborn is what it is. You don't want obviously you're more passionate about Daniel Bryan right now. I don't know why Punk's above him on your list.
I think he gets a pass based on what he's done. His mic work's still good. The matches are still great. I think his WrestleMania match, I think they're going to kill it. So, I mean, it's like, I know he's still capable of being good. The drunken father angle's really going to kill it for me, but that just started. If they keep up with stuff like that, it's going to kill the character for me, and it'll fall faster.
Danny, my number 2?
Your number 2.
You ready?
Wow.
How'd I do? Did I sound like it?
Were you ecstatic when he won the belt?
Danny, I would have flipped the fuck out if I was watching Raw and I saw Santino win the U.S. belt because he deserves it. His match at Chamber was incredible because I was the only fan going in. Then I hear everyone in the chat rooms like, oh, Santino.
Oh, they were.
By the way, someone on the Facebook posted, man, the chat blew up when Santino tapped. And luckily I read that, but I was skimming so I wouldn't read any details. I thought it said something about Sheamus. Who's number 1?
I think our number 1 is the same.
Wait, you think we share number 1s?
I do.
I wasn't paying attention. All right, that's
my point. I think it's number 1, so I think we could reveal at the same time. If it's not a match, I will boo and you will know, and I will tell you why you're wrong.
All right, Danny, here is my number 1. Well deserved, the best in the world. Santino! I love Santino right now, Danny.
That's he's your number 1 and 2?
Yes. Now, who's your number 1, you fuck? Because you put Daniel Bryan.
Is Daniel Bryan really your number 1?
Yes, he's the greatest.
I felt like you were trying to talk me down out of Daniel Bryan.
No, I wanted. You were crazy putting him at number, what, 3 or something? 4?
He's number 3 there.
Oh, my God, you're insane.
My number 1 is not even on your list. I don't understand that.
He's going to play the silent game. Just tell me who he is, asshole.
John Cena.
All right.
Absolutely. Nobody gives Cena a chance, and 3 weeks in a row, Cena comes out and blows The Rock away on what is considered The Rock's one strong point. We talk about The Rock, and we talk about how great he is. And what do we all say? We say, oh, he's one of the best all time on the mic. Oh, he's so great on the mic. Best mic skills. 3 weeks in a row, he loses to John Cena, who we don't say anything like that about. We say he's good on the mic, but nobody's proclaiming him the greatest on the mic in any way.
Do you really think that Cena's raps were better than The Rock songs?
I don't think they were good, but I think it was better than The Rock.